All right, in the last chapter of Workplace and Apprenticeship 30, you are going to be looking at owning a small business and some of the factors that go along with that, or some of the conditions. And you can see there's some definitions here that you're going to need to write down. And just as a kind of a side note, I have a nephew who grew up in Kamsack, and he really loves skateboarding. And so him and his buddies actually started their own small business. I just thought I'd put this on here. They actually make T-shirts, and you can see all the different options that you can have for long sleeve T-shirts or um, anything like that. And then there's companies called Unlegit, and they set up this website. And so they're going to university now, or going to school now, or working now, and this is their side, and they're making money off these T-shirts, which they're selling online, which I thought is kind of interesting. And so here's another skateboarding situation, and he is looking at two cities. One is Calgary, one is Edmonton, and you can see that in Edmonton, the population has more people in their range where they want to sell skateboards to, or they think are going to buy skateboards. Edmonton is 31.3% of 800,000 people, where in Calgary, 27.6% of the people in a population of over a million. So the question is, where would you build a skate park if you want to get the most business? What should you consider? Well, the first thing you would want to do is find out what number of people are you talking about. Is 31% of 845,000 more or less than 27.6% of 1,100,000? And what other factors should you consider when you talk about putting a business somewhere? Another example is a girl who sells quilts, and she makes them on her own as kind of a side business. And these are some of the things that she's going to need to pay for to start up her business: the fabric, the patterns, the cash box, the sign, registration for you to attend the fair. The question is, how much money will she need to start up with? And if she has 800 bucks, is that enough? And how can she maybe make some changes to make it cost less? Because you can clearly see these total more than $800. And these are all things you have to consider when you're starting a business. Another example here is a loan. You might have to take out a loan for your business, and if you have to borrow $7,000 and the rate is 4.5% per year, and that's compounded annually, what does that mean? And how much will that mean for the actual payment on the loan, and how do you figure that out? These are things that you're going to have to look at in your assignment, and if you don't know, you're going to need to ask. It's also important for you to take a look at banks and options, and so there's an assignment on page 280 that I'd like you to do, and it might involve you doing a bit of research, and that's a good thing for you to experience, as pretty soon you're probably going to be either saving money or borrowing money, and you should know that there's ways to get the best deal out there. So here's your assignment. It's on page 282, 285. As always, get the definitions done, get the practice in, ask when you have a question, and I will be there to help you. And that's it. We'll get into 8.2 soon enough.